So here's what we built the last time, the front end and also the front diff. So now we are going to check this back diff, what there is inside. As you can see, we'll have the front links and the front gearbox cover, front shock tower, couple inserts, and also the steering plate. And here in the small bags we will have all of the balls for the links and all the screws, and all of these, and these nice black turnbuckles. As you can see, this kit will have all of the aluminium parts as black, so the car will look nice. So first thing I'm gonna do is putting this body mount to the gearbox, so we don't forget it, because it's too easy to forget. Also, it will be, you cannot put it on after you put the shock tower and everything, so you will have to take everything apart if you forget this, so don't forget this. And then I will put the shock tower on, and here we will have a insert for the shock tower, so it will adjust the height of the shock tower, because we can adjust the height of the diff. So if you wanna go high diff, you can change the shock tower height with this insert, so you don't change your shock tower height or anything else, so you can just have just change the diff height. So this is very good feature about this, and this we are going to put this way, so it will go down the whole shock tower. And here we'll have a 2.5 mil screw. And these screws, you can tighten it up, but do not like over tighten a lot, because they can rip apart the plastic from the gearbox, and also push this insert down too much, so it will expand and break eventually, so don't do that. Also, you can see from this view the shock tower is quite thick, so this will reduce the bending of the shock tower in this basic kit, so that's quite good option to have. The towers what we are running, they're a bit slimmer in the MPC cars. So next thing I'm gonna do is put these balls in for the roll bar. And this, you will have a certain way to put it in. As you can see, this side is bit smaller, and this side is bit larger, so put it from the larger side, so it will be more smoother when you put it in, and it doesn't bind so much. And then you can check that everything is free and looks like they are all free. Then with this other one in like so. Now I can screw them in. Yeah, also this, when you are screwing in the plastic, don't over tight. It can rip off the threads quite easily, so that's something to avoid always. So you will have long-lasting arms and everything will be stay in place and doesn't fall off. So always be careful when screwing into plastic parts, but that's completely normal. So also when using a electronic screwdriver or something like that, try to be like, try to have the RPM quite slow so it doesn't overheat the plastic that much, because some point if it's going too fast, the screw is going too fast in, it can create so much heat that it will melt the plastic a bit and it will rip off the threads even more easier. Now we are going to do the turnbuckles, and as you can see there is this small groove in the turnbuckle which shows which way the turnbuckle is working. So basically when you turn it towards the car, it will go in, and when you go turn out of the car, it will go out. So when you go towards the car, you will have more camber, and when you go out of the car, you will have less camber. And with this, you can put it always the same way, and every turnbuckle in your car, so you will not have hard time tuning your camber or toe. So it will be more easier to you to remember that you put it this way, so when you go towards the car you will have more camber, and when you go back from the car you will have less camber. So that's a good reminder. And with this I usually take pliers for this and hold this on place, and then just try to get it on the thread. So you will have, this is bit hard sometimes, but okay, now it's definitely not working like I would want. So in this situation you should take out your body reamer and open this hole a bit, so you won't have hard time to install the plastics to this turnbuckle like I had just a moment ago. So now as you can see it will go in super easy, and for this I just take a screwdriver and turn it like this, then it will be much easier to work with it. So now it's somewhere there. Then we'll take this and again use the body reamer, so you won't have hard time screwing this in. Like so. Nice. Now we'll have this ready. Always this one is facing up for the hub, so that will be fine. So now we will just put these in, and also these ones, they have the way to go in. So basically you can see again this side is a bit bigger than this, so you know that you will put it this way. Oh no, I fucked it up. I didn't remember. These ones, you have to put it from the wrong side because these are angled, so you cannot put this through these things. So at this time you need to put it from the wrong side, so it will be maybe a bit tighter, but for this you can just press from here, so now it will be again super smooth and doesn't have any bind. Also this side is fine now. So yeah, sometimes with these angled ones you need to check that you maybe have to go from the wrong side of the plastic, so but that's not a problem. And now we have the turnbuckle ready, so I will do the other one so we can continue to build. And now we have the both turnbuckles ready, so we have these screws and we put some Loctite on these also so they don't fall off so easily. And here we will use the middle hole because that's good starting point. Now you will just screw this in. Good tip is that if you are super paranoid that you are not going to finish the run or something because your screws are coming loose or something like that, you can run this screw, you can change the screw for a much longer one, and you can put nut behind this part, so it will secure the upper arm or the upper link much better, so you won't have to be paranoid about that it will get loose or something like that. So that's super nice. And also to secure these tightly, you can use this multi-tool, which is super nice for this, and it will be the 7mm part of this. You can just tighten it up even better, yeah, like so. So now they are attached perfectly and won't fall off. Then we can put this in, and for this we will have to use this spacer underneath because we are going to run the gearbox down and the diff down, so we need to have this spacer between the gearbox and the steering plate. So for this you need to screw this on because otherwise it will fall off every time when you're taking apart your car or something like that, so it will be a bit hard to work on it. So this will secure this spacer, so it will be always with this steering plate. So now we will just screw this steering plate on. Like so. And now when that's on, we can put the diff in, and as you can see, there is a groove for the diff, so actually you cannot put the diff wrong way. So that's super good thing with this car, so you don't mess that up when you are wrenching your car like in a hurry or something. You cannot put the diff wrong way. So that's super good feature about this car, that you cannot mess this thing up. And usually what I do, I just leave this dry until the whole front end is done, and then I will add the grease from here. So that will be, you don't make your table messy or something when building your car, when it's not on the chassis yet. So then we will just attach this front box in like so, and then just screw these screws in, and it will be all tightened up. Like so. And then we need to take the front roll bar from the box, because it's not included in this bag, so it's in the separate bag in the box, so I will get that. Okay, now we have the front roll bar, and it's 2.3, as you can see from this text here. Probably you cannot see, but it is 2.3 and it reads here. So that's super good feature. Also, that everything will be, that you can know what thickness it is without remembering any colors or something like that. So that's good. And yeah, we are starting this with 2.3, so that's quite basic setup for all of the tracks. So it's quite good. And now we will have these bearings in here, what I just popped in here, and then we will have this bushing for the bearing, and also for the roll bar. So what you need to check here is that the roll bar is always free, because sometimes it can bind a bit with these bushings. So you just screw that in. You need to always check that the roll bar is not like it's straight like in the bushings, because it's not completely in the center, so you can have it messed up a bit, and you just need to check that it's free and doesn't bind, like so. And as you can see, because we have to run these holes bit bigger than the roll bar, so you need to have these crop screws lined up, so it's not any like it's straight always, the roll bar, because otherwise it can sit bit like lean leaned to the other side if it's if these screws are not lined up. So that's good to know when building this car, that you need to pay a bit closer look on that. And then we pop this in and then put the screws. Okay, so now everything is on and we can move forwards in the next episode. So that's good.